Welcome back to Benny's Custom Works, proudly supported by Valvoline and Sparesbox. Don't forget BCW5 on checkout. Today we're back on the IS600. It's upgrade day again. We're going to be doing some brake upgrades because when you put power in your car, you need more brakes. So we're going to be targeting the front brakes mainly. We do have some discs to go on the rear just as a bit of an upgrade to match everything. We're also going to be doing some front caster rods and some rear tow rods. We also have some DriftZilla lock spaces to add. And we've also got some braided brake lines, so let's get into it. Grinding time. Now, I wasn't actually going to remove these dust shields altogether. I was just going to leave the front half as an air scoop. But actually looking at the brake disc, the back side of the disc is solid and the vents actually are on the front side of the disc. Basically, that means these scoops aren't really going to do a lot of work because it's just going to pump air on one side of the disc and it may actually give us a big temperature differential between the left and the right side of the disc. So with that in mind, I'm actually just going to remove these shields altogether and throw them in the bin because I've already butchered this one bad enough that you can't do anything with it. So in the bin it goes. Now, some of you guys may be familiar with Rank 1. Those were the guys that supplied our supercharger kit when we first had our 1G in this IS600. They also make a lot of other IS600 or Altezza specific stuff, including this big brake kit. Now, this kit is based on a lot of OEM stuff. So these calipers are from another Toyota, and these discs are also from a later model IS200T, which are readily available. And one of the things I really like about this kit is they will supply it to you however you like. So you can get basically just a caliper kit, or you can get a complete kit ready to go. Basically to save money on freight, they actually gave us all the part numbers for the relevant parts to fit. So they gave us the DBA part number, and they actually supplied this one with pads, so it already came with pads. But yeah, super nice little kit. It does also come with a billet adapter bracket because these are radial mounted calipers. So you've got a nice adapter bracket that bolts to the factory spindle. There's no drilling, no modification of the spindle at all. So it is truly a direct bolt-on kit. This is probably one of the only kits I've used that's gone straight on, along with their supercharger kit, ironically. So they obviously put a lot of time into R&D, but really nice kit, and hopefully it'll make this IS600 stop a lot better than the spindly little brakes that it used to have. So we'll keep on trucking. And for those wondering why we're hanging the calipers off the lines, we're replacing the lines. But if you're doing your big brake kit and reusing the lines, do not hang your calipers off the lines because it may stretch the braid internally and it can cause air pockets or also failure points in the line. So keep that in mind. Rah, hammer hands, internet. while the clutch is gravity bleeding, we're going to put our hard race caster arms in. These are obviously for the front. Golby sorted us out with these ones, and they also got some Serial 9 rear toe arms. So we're going to start at the front, do that, and then hopefully while the clutch is, well, by the time the clutch is finished, we can drop the resub frame and fit our rear toe arms. That didn't work. Oh yes, another sticker. You know, it doesn't matter what's in the box, as long as there's a sticker, it's a good day. And we can keep the old caster, it's for spares when we go and drift it into a gutter or something. We just put our extra lock spacers on the end of the rack ends, and it's really important to note that if you are installing extra lock spacers on the end of your rack ends, that you need to Loctite the rack end in, because the supplied washers that used to lock these outer rack ends or the inner rack end into the rack, you can't actually use those anymore. So it is pretty important to put a shit ton of Loctite on, and that's a measurement, look it up, so it won't fall out. We've used these Driftzilla spacers, they're super nice. Benny Wilkinson from Driftzilla is a bit of a mad dog. Met him at Drag Challenge, and he's also got his own IS600 drift car, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully get to catch up with those guys at Drag Challenge this year. Now I really love those RPF ones, but they don't actually clear these front brakes. I'm not going to be using these Impul RSs long term, but it'll at least mean I can get the car off the hoist and it'll move around. I've been speaking to Julian at Prestige Tyre and Auto, and we're probably going to actually get some coils and machine them to suit. And it probably means if we're going to actually do custom offsets, that we might even be able to jam an 11-inch rim under the back and maybe a 2.8 or a 295 tyre under the back as well. So that'll definitely be in our favour. Well, we've ticked a heap of stuff off the list again today. We've got all of our suspension arms in. Massive thanks to Golby's for that. We've got our new big brake kit from Rank 1. Thanks to those guys as well for their continued support. They've been with us for a long time, since the days of the 1G with the supercharger setup. Thanks to Valvoline as always. We're definitely making moves on this car, and hopefully soon we'll be back at the track when conditions allow. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.